To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. Aaron Robinson in on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he sets to fire deep. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that.
Touchdown! Colin Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 69 yards. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Swift, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Matt Ioannidis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now Jones rolling to his left.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, You give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game.
And the first play will be a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
This is Swift on a counter.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. He'll drop to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Man open left side, it's Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams from 19 yards away.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. On 2nd and goal, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Jones, gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Giants! Colin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach probably just looked at him and said, applaud.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's a fumble. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes this. All the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 75 yards. First down, Lions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Here's Fuller with a catch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
dropped to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. First down, and they go back to Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Deontay Johnson from 6 yards away.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jones now on 3rd down. He finds his man Johnson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case.